Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to this week's cosmic guidance for July 4th through until the 10th. So when I share these weekly energy reports, I'm studying the astrology, so the planetary shifts, and I'm also opening the Akashic Records. And this brings through even more clarity and guidance on how you can co-create with this energy in the highest timeline for your life and business, because that's when it becomes really fun. We don't just know this is the sign the moon is in, this is the movement of the planets. We then know, what does that mean for me? What does that mean for my life? And how can I manifest with this energy? And that's what I love to help you do. So if that resonates, I invite you to subscribe. I would absolutely love to support your journey. So before doing a day-by-day breakdown here, I always like to start with the larger context, which is really important to understand. So we are in the middle of Cancer season, and this is a time of nourishing ourselves, caring for ourselves, looking at how we are mothering ourselves, how we are practicing self-care, as well as where we may be overextending. Giving to others from a place of obligation rather than no conditions attached, and from a space of desiring to give. And we can become aware during this season of where we may be burning out, where we may be in a pattern of overextending because we think that's who we are, or that's what we have to do, and maybe giving more than we're allowing ourselves to receive. These are some of the things we're working through at this time and opening up those channels of receiving. This is also a time to look at who you are being, not just what you are doing. So Cancer is a cardinal sign, but it's also a water sign. So it is a very fertile energy of initiating new projects, birthing new things into the world. It really helps us with that. But the water element is about releasing the need to hustle all the time, and allowing ourselves to relax and go with the flow, and remembering it's not just the actions that we take, it is the energy and intentions behind the action that produces results. So those are some of the things we are entertaining and working through at this time. Now let's go into a day-by-day breakdown here. So beginning with July the 4th, I know this is a holiday for people in the States, so there's a lot of family gatherings happening, and the energy is very supportive of that. We have the moon in Virgo, and it's going to form a sextile here with the sun in Cancer, so it's definitely good for connection with those around us. The Virgo moon is also a great energy for planning and for organization. Now the moon this day will also form a square with Venus, which is currently in the sign of Gemini. So both Gemini and Virgo are ruled by Mercury, so very good day for communicating. And I would encourage you to work with this energy to open up your mind, expand your mind, ask questions, be curious. It can be so much easier to judge people at times. We can all do that, right? Our brain forms these judgments. And instead we want to look at, how can I release judgment and instead be open? Ask questions, expand into perhaps seeing things in a new way, seeing things in a new light. And the energies on Monday are very supportive of that. It's like, let's ask questions. Let me understand this in a different way. So I really like that energy to begin the week. Now, Tuesday, July the 5th is an active day. We have some movements here. Mercury moving into the sign of Cancer. So Mercury in Cancer is very intuitive. It's about feeling. It's not just about the words we are saying. It's feeling the intention behind it, the emotion behind it, the energy behind it. So when Mercury moves into Cancer, we become more aware of the power our words hold to influence other people and how they are feeling. And we're more intentional about that. We are also much more connected to our intuition with Mercury in Cancer. And again, we're able to kind of hear beyond the words when we're communicating with people. The words are just one part of what we are receiving. There's so much else that goes into that. We sense the energy behind it, the tone of the voice. There's so much else there. And Mercury in Cancer makes us more attuned to what else is happening. Now, we also have Mars, the planet of drive and motivation, moving into the sign of Taurus. This is a big shift. When Mars changes signs, we tend to really feel it because it does govern our energy levels, our drive, our life force. So in the sign of Taurus, it's all about persistency. And going at a pace that works for you. So Mars in Aries, which it has been these last couple of months, is like, let's go, let's get things done, let's do this. And in Taurus, it's like, slow down, relax, breathe, reassess, where are you going? Be intentional and work at a pace that honors your values and your physical body. So important, because sometimes we look around, we see what other people are creating, and we think we have to do that. This can often happen in our business. We're like, oh my goodness, this person is launching a program again. I have to create something. I have to launch. I see them posting. I have to post more. And it's this energy of I have to keep up. I have to keep up. And Mars and Taurus is like, wait a second, take a deep breath. Come back to what matters to you, be clear about the actions you are taking, and also persist toward your goals. There's such a persistency here with Mars and Taurus. A reminder, it is no rush. It's like that slow and steady, that old saying, slow and steady wins the race. Mars and Taurus kind of encapsulates that. Now, there's also going to be a sextile here between Mercury and Mars, loving this energy as well. Definitely with the Cancerian energy coming together with Taurus, it's a very gentle, loving energy that is still very supportive of the creations and projects we want to bring to the world and we want to share. And it just helps us make sure that we're grounded in it. Like, what we are doing is what we love. We're aligned to our path. We're not comparing our journey to someone else's, because we each have our own journey. We each have our own path that's going to look different for everyone. Now on Wednesday here, the moon moves into Libra, big focus. Just looking at the charts here, I have them pulled up on the side. Big focus on relationships here beginning on Wednesday with the moon in Libra. It's all about our connections. It also brings a focus to balance as well. Balance is an interesting thing, because when the moon's in Libra, or anyone in their birth chart who has a lot of planets and a lot of that archetypal energy of Libra, likes balance, and they don't like when things are out of balance. But what I've come to realize is that it's often more about a counterbalance. Like, there's seasons in our life where certain things need more attention than others. There's times where we are very focused on our healing journey, our inner work. There are times where we're going to be more externally focused, times we're more focused on family and business. And we go through these seasons and cycles. So it's not about balancing everything perfectly. It is about honoring the season we are in and what needs our attention at that time. Now on Wednesday, there's an opposition here between the moon and Jupiter and Chiron. So we've got the moon in Libra, we have Jupiter and Chiron in Aries. So the Aries Libra axis is all about the self and relationships, our relationship with ourselves, our relationship with others. And again, this theme, especially early on this week, around how we find that balance of honoring what we need, still giving to others. This is a very giving energy this week, which is beautiful. We want to give back, we want to contribute. And it's so important we do that from a cup that's full, right? That saying of like, give because you desire. Don't give because you feel you have to. Don't give in a way that drains you. I always think the best gift we can give to people we love is really caring for ourselves, because then we show up fully for them. And what do we want for people we love, right? For anyone. We want them to be healthy. We want them to be happy. We want them to honor their path and do what lights them up. So some of those questions come into focus here on Wednesday. Let's see what else. It's a very social day too. The Libra moon will trine Venus and Gemini. Yeah, what actually just came through in the records there as well is this would be a wonderful day to really show appreciation for someone in your life. Like, send them a thank you. Because we're very attuned to our relationships and connections on that day, on Wednesday, and we may even feel like a little bit lonely at times. It's like we're aware of our relationships, but we may also be aware of where we don't quite fit in, where we feel we don't belong, where we feel someone may have let us down. So if you can show appreciation for someone in your life, that can go such a long way, especially on Wednesday. Someone will be like, oh, wow, this person really loves me. They took the time to say that. They took the time. Like, often it can be just a little message of, hey, I'm thinking of you. How are you? Little things, right? And of course, depending on the nature of the relationship, you can make it more specific, really thanking them for something that they They did, they wrote, they did for you that you just really appreciate. That'll go so far on Wednesday. I mean, really, that's always a good tool, but I know the energies of that day is we're very aware of how we are social beings and we exist in relationships. And again, how we can all feel very lonely and isolated at times, and doing those little small acts of kindness, showing our appreciation can really go a long, long way. Thursday, similar energy. Keep the gratitude going. Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday, we still have the moon in Libra. Very similar, I would say, still having that social energy. Now, on Friday, it does shift. We have the moon moving into Scorpio. Now, I find this energetic shift of the moon in Libra into Scorpio, we feel that. Libra is more about that external socialization, the extroversion, and Scorpio is internal reflection. So we feel things very deeply when the moon moves into Scorpio. We can become very intense. Our psychic gifts are at an all-time high though when the moon travels through Scorpio each month. We're very connected to that gut instinct, the knowing beyond knowing. The Scorpio archetype I equate with like the detective energy because it's very observant, but it's also very intuitive, and it has the gift of bringing both together. Now, the moon will trine Mercury and the sun on Friday. So a lot of water energy. We can feel things very deeply on Friday. There can be a lot of emotions coming up. And this can be love. Like we can have that desire of depth of connection with people we really care for in our life. We're not interested in superficiality as we move into the weekend. We're like, no, I'm more interested in going deep with people I want to bond with, people I want to talk to, people I really want to connect with. It's important we don't let our feelings get the best of us on Friday because there is a lot of emotion. I'm just seeing Mars is being opposed as well. Yeah, emotions are high. Mars opposing Uranus. On Friday, we can feel a lot. So we want to just bring a level of intentionality to it. How we are feeling. And remember, feelings are very, very important to acknowledge. We are in Cancer season, of course. We got to acknowledge always, any season, the emotions that we have. And we also have to not make big decisions based on our emotions, recognizing that emotions come and go, and being responsible for how we are feeling and how we are allowing our emotions to dictate how we show up. It's like we have to have a larger awareness there. Now, Saturday, I think some of that awareness comes in. The moon is still in Scorpio and it's going to trine Neptune in Pisces, connecting us to our higher self. A lot of water energy Friday leading into Saturday as well. So this can be a very creative energy to be very aware of your relationship with your emotions, of how you are feeling and how you are responding to those feelings, to your emotions. Sunday, the energy shifts with the moon in Sagittarius. So I feel like we're ending this week with a lot of passion, a lot of fiery energy as the moon moves into Sagittarius on Sunday. This is a great opportunity to like mix up your routine, go on an adventure, do something new, break that routine. It's interesting because we start the week on Monday and the moon in Virgo is very much like routine, organization, what I'm familiar with, what I know. And then we end the week on Sunday and it's like, let's do something different. Let's leap out of that comfort zone, and we're kind of craving more of that adventure. The moon will trine Jupiter in Aries as well. So definitely desiring that expansion. So those are the energies for the week ahead. I would love to hear from you below. Share any comments on your takeaways. Also, I have the doors open right now to my Divine Creators Inner Circle. This is an incredible space where you master the art of conscious creation in your life. So knowing how to call in abundance, open your channels of receiving, fully activate your spiritual gifts. And we work with cosmic intelligence in this space. So there's meditations, there's high-level energy work, and there's trainings to help you master manifestation by working with these cosmic shifts and working in your Akashic Records. Big focus on the records in there, accessing your records, which connects you to your soul blueprint and begins to activate your unique gifts, your unique talents, and helps you really magnetize the experiences you desire, align to your soul path. Very, very powerful space for sure. So you can check that out if you're called. I'll also attach the link below to Instagram if you would like to stay connected in between these weekly videos. Sending you so much love. Have an incredible week ahead, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.